Hello. I knew I was forgetting something. Let me pick up my VC face. Do 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 do. Okay. Um, I want to do some tests. I want to do some tests real quick on some stuff because I don't really know what I want to do today. Um, I just gotta. So, I don't know really what I want to do today. Hello. I don't really know what I want to do today on the Minecraft world, but I've been thinking about a couple things. Honestly, you know what? I might work on the train track, to be honest. I haven't worked on the train for a while yet. I might work on the train tracks, if anything. But I was thinking about the trial chamber. I haven't done the trial chamber stuff yet in a while. The only reason I'm building up here is because there's already a wall placed down. How are you doing today, Jimmy? Chill, how about you? I'm doing alright. Doing better than I have been, to be honest. I was talking with one of my friends, speaking of the train station, I was talking about it with one of my friends, and they said, you know what you have to do? I was like, what? And they're like, you gotta, when you make the train station, you have to make a mascot for the train, like they do in Japan. And I'm like, that actually sounds like a really fun idea. Okay. So, I'm thinking about the trial chamber, right? I don't know if I want to work on it right now, but I wanted to think of like a roof idea, because the next location in the trial chamber that we're going to be working on is, the next trial chamber location we'll be working on is going to be the desert area. At least that's the only other place that I have mapped out right now. And I was trying to think of like what I want to do for the roof of the desert area. And I thought it would be kind of cool to have like a sky effect. But concrete doesn't really look great. But then I remember watching Hermitcraft. For the very little times that I watch Hermitcraft, I remember Green making this really cool sky, right? Where he basically did this. where he would put black glass and end rods for like multiple layers. I'll do that many. So we just like go around, kind of place end rods in places, right? Because the idea of the end rods, they kind of look like stars, and then when they're further back, you kind of see them less because of the multiple layers of glass. So it makes different shades of them. It will look better when it's not like in a oak wood room and probably with more layers. I don't know how many layers I would do. Something like this, so when you're like down here, you know, it will have maybe a handful more layers, and hopefully we'll finally get the connected textures. But something like this. A sheep, perhaps? A sheep for the mascot? Mayhaps. Mayhaps. I honestly could do... I was kind of thinking because I have, like, special brain disease. We could do a mascot per train station, so every time we have, like, an area, like a country or something like that, we could have, like... Because in Japan, they have them for, like, different mascots for prefectures. So we could have different, like, areas that could work. And then, so I was thinking about this for the sky, right? So, like, something like this for the sky. But then I was also thinking we could do... This is also just a little bit of proof of concept. I'm gonna go 7. We'll go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then also, did you guys watch Minecraft Live? And if you did, how did you enjoy it? Are you guys excited for the new stuff in Minecraft Live, or was it lackluster? What was your opinion? It might even be more than 7, but we'll say 7 for right now. Baby Ghast, yeah, I'm really excited for it. I really like thinking about the uses of the Happy Ghast. Think about what I was trying to build last time we played Minecraft, where I was looking up to build. Like, the Happy Ghast is gonna make that so easy. I'm gonna use Happy Ghast way more than I'll use scaffolding. I'll probably still fall off it as much, like the same amount, but I'm really excited for it. So it's either the night sky thing or alternating light and blue. So we'd see something like this. I actually might like that more than the night sky. This is to sort of mimic a day sky for the and once we have the fucking connected textures, they'll look a lot better. But it will like see something like that on the roof. I'm thinking. And it'll make the roof a little bit easier to make because it's just gonna be it's gonna still be work, but it's gonna be a solid roof of like not necessarily square, but it's gonna be like we don't have to do stalactites or whatever. That's what I was thinking for the desert trial chamber. Something like that. This is what I got for the tough blocks. This is what I'm thinking for the train track. This is how the train track's gonna look. I might change out the sea lanterns depending. I don't know. Actually, let me know your guys' opinion because redstone lamps might be cooler looking. Redstone lamps might fit this more. Okay, so we look at this side, right? Do we like this side or this side? What do we think? Redstone lamps or sea lanterns? And then the only other thing we would have to change is something up here because the way that this is down here is would be a little bit different. It'd look like this, I guess. Look like this. Let's see. Let me see. So this is what it will look like when it's not above ground or it's not on flat ground. Okay, if I don't think I can do an iron trapdoor anymore because that's gonna open it, right? Yeah. So we could try pale oak trapdoor. How does that look? Oh, doesn't look terrible. Huh, that actually doesn't look terrible. We could do even if we wanted to go a little extra, we could just do that across so that it doesn't look out of place. Something like that. Let's see what other trapdoors there are, just in case. Probably the best trapdoor for it, unless we want like a different color. You vote sea lanterns? Okay. So sea lanterns might be more annoying to get, but they might be more fun, and also we don't have to worry about this then. But I kind of agree with your sea lanterns, only because I like the blue on this, and I feel like having the sea lanterns and that being blue, it matches, and I don't want to change these to not blue. It's kind of my opinion. So the idea for the railroad is to have it. This might be sound boring, but I never want the railroad to go up or down. I just don't want to have to deal with that. So it's only going straight. There's only going to be special occasions when it goes up and down, I think, where it's not going to be on like a main train track. And then this is like, so we can either terraform the ground to always be a straight line, which isn't going to be the case, or we're going to do this, where this is going to be sort of this is going to be what it looks like when it's above ground, and then that will just come down as far as we need it. And we'll put these in the middle everywhere. Dude, oh wait, what? I think in 2 days is the next Minecraft update drop, the spring drop. That's gonna be so sick, because that's gonna get me the lodestones. I was thinking of swapping out these for like white, but I don't really like it. I was thinking of doing that, if you're wondering why that's there. But I like this more, I think. But I'm really excited for the spring drop, because that's gonna let us actually use lodestones for stuff. It should allow us to name creakings. I don't know if they've done that already. Or let me do creaking heart Tail. Log. Bob. Easy. Time. Set. Night. Can I name you Bob? No, you still. I don't think. Yeah, you still can't name them. So they will be able to be named soon. Time set day. Alright. But those are going to be named soon, and then we'll be able to use that for directional turning on the train. I want to make... This is like... So, we were talking about doing train stops where you go over and, like... You go over this part on the train, it makes the chime sound. And it pushes the, those up, right? So this is how the crosswalks are gonna look. I don't think I put pistons down here. No, but we're gonna have sticky pistons. Oh, I'm facing it the wrong way. We're gonna have sticky pistons here. I don't know how more down I have to look. Get a place in the right way. We're gonna have this. I hate that keeps doing that. Yeah, we have. I put redstone repeaters here. We'll get this. So this is how it's gonna look when it powers on. Where did my repeaters go? Redstone repeater. Probably a better way to do this, but this comes up right. I forgot this one here. But it goes up here, right? And so the idea is we have a path here. And we're walking. And then this will stop us from going across. Obviously, obviously you can't jump here, but if you were to, like, maybe I would have, like, 2 layers or something. I don't know what I would do here. Because, like, I guess you can make this... what is it, 4 blocks? So we do, like, 4 blocks back. Make it as impossible for you to, like, jump over the railing. I feel like having things prepped so that people can't jump onto a train track is probably the safest point, and then we try to do that, and then we'll have walls on this side, and that obviously there too. Oh, why is this? No. I was one off because I was doing it the wrong way. That's funny. That's the idea. So that when the crosswalk or the cross guard thing is here to say, hey, there's a train coming, the chimes will play. We'll probably end up putting, so like the chimes are like this. We'll probably end up putting this. Probably end up putting like this here. And then I would probably go... Also, if we do sea lanterns, it differentiates the redstone lamp from the other stuff. But it will, like, probably have stuff like that there. That's how it will look. Or we can put the note, like, the note block. We could put the note block, like, here, maybe? And then, I don't know why I have jungle, but we go. That shouldn't change that it makes sounds, right? It has something on top? I can't imagine so. Is it actually? Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, didn't mean to. Okay, can you go away? You were like in the way. Go away. Go. Up. Go. Out of the hole. Up. Out. Frustrate me. How you tied people to train tracks now? Guess we'd have to do something like that. What blocks can fit on top? Or like what blocks can go on top of a thing? Oh, I fucked that up. I don't know. I don't know what I had it at. I just fucked it up. I think I had it at 2. Yeah, that sounds right. Doesn't do it if it has a... Oh, if it has anything on top of it, it's kind of lame. Okay, so we'd have to do something like this for that, so people can't jump. Well, obviously not that, but we'd have to do this. And also, I never noticed. Did I ever even get the? I did get the light to work. Cool. But yeah, that's the idea. A lot of talking, not a lot of remembering, to be honest. And now I also need to figure out how to make, like, docks and stuff for the happy ghasts. I'm really excited. I really like what they've done with the latest, like, content drop, talking about it. Like, I think the biggest issue I've had with Minecraft, so for a while now, for a little bit now, is that, like, how would I put it? Minecraft has felt like, people always say, like, Mojang's lazy, right? And I don't agree with that. I think Mojang is probably spends a lot of time doing shit, maybe some stuff that they don't need to do, but they spend a lot of time doing shit and they put a lot of work into Minecraft. So I don't think it's fair to say that Minecraft or Mojang is lazy ever. But there's some things in this game that I feel like are half-baked ideas that they put in because they feel like they need to. Like, I like the concept of the mob vote. I like the idea of giving fans a chance to add something to Minecraft. What I don't like is the mob vote, because almost every mob vote has been 3 underbaked ideas shoehorned into an update. And like, do people even talk about the the mobs that were voted for anymore? Glow squid. Nobody talks about it. Alley. Nobody really talks about it. I voted for the Alley. I wanted the Alley to win. I don't talk about Alley. Sniffer. I love Sniffer. I built a whole giant mountain Sniffer. I made a park. There's a town. I have all these different versions of it. I think it's great. Nobody really talks about it though, because it's not really that interesting of a mob. At the end game, when it comes out, it's great. But like, all it does is give you flowers. It doesn't really do anything, right? So I'm like, all these Armadillo's cool. It gets you dog armor, but that's just about it. Like, there's not really, like, I don't know, when I think about Minecraft, I don't think about these mobs that are being added to the game from the mob vote, right? Maybe that's just me. That's just my opinion. But a lot of the times I'm like this mob just doesn't feel useful. It doesn't feel like something that I'm gonna, you know, use on a daily basis. You know, like I'm not gonna farm armadillos for food like I would a cow or something. You know, like it's not. It's something I find once or twice and then never ever look into it again. You know, and it sucks because I feel like a lot of these mobs are like they put in a ton of work on these mobs, but I feel like the idea of the mob vote is getting a half baked idea. It's almost always getting a half baked idea, and so the happy Ghast to me was like, holy shit, this is like if they took a mob and they were like, we just need to add one mob in this update. So instead of doing the mob vote, they took this idea and was like, let's make a really cool idea for something that people would absolutely use. I maybe I've always been hyped about new mobs getting out of the game. I was hyped about the sniffer. I was hyped about the alley. You know, I always get really hyped about mobs. So maybe I'm overthinking it, but a flying creature that you can use early game before you get Elytra that can help with building and you can transport multiple of your friends on it. I feel like that's going to be something I use all the time. Like, I feel like I'm going to use that all the time. I might just use that just to fly around, just have a fun little dude, you know? So I really am excited for this new mob. I feel like it's going to add so much stuff. Like, whenever I think about, like, whenever I think about this world, the hardcore world, right? I think about the worst things that I had to do in this world to, like, get to where I am. And I always think about getting my Elytras. Like, getting the first Elytra sucks. You have to build across the end void, and it sucks. Now, I'm gonna just now I can like so I always think like if I died in like this Minecraft world, would I even play Minecraft as much as I do now? And I don't know if I would. Like I genuinely don't know if I had to restart this world if I would play Minecraft more. I probably would, but I don't know. And so but one of the things I always think about is like, oh, getting a Elytra would suck again. Like, I would hate that. But now I won't. Like, I wouldn't hate that because I would just get on my flying Ghast and fly across the net, like the end void. I think that's like, it makes it so much fun and like safer and it rewards me for like doing this specific thing. Like, I kill the Ender Dragon, bring a dried Ghast over, water it up in the end, come back and fly, you know? Like, I think it's so good. A lot of the new mobs are like only useful if you're building a zoo. Yeah, exactly. And this is the first like mount that has come out that I feel like actually does something different, right? Like Striders are cool. I like Striders. They get you over lava, sure. I like Striders. The funny thing about this is like all the mobs that I'm complaining about like not being useful is mobs I genuinely like and want in the game. Striders. They help you over lava. Kind of cool, not really that useful of an ability, especially when you get an Elytra later on. I feel like there's never instances in Minecraft where I needed a Strider, but I like them. I think they're cool creatures. I like them a lot. Camels. You don't even need to tame them. They don't spawn anywhere other than in villages, and they really don't add any other functionality other than that zombies can't hit you. Um, and some mobs can't hit you while you're standing on it, and you can ride with two people, and it's cool, I guess. Like it's another mob. Like it's fine. I like camels, but it's like when am I ever going to use this on a daily basis? Horses are probably the best mount right now because they're pretty fun, they're easy to use, and they're something that you could get mid-game that could genuinely be helpful. Pigs pigs are kind of just a joke mount at this point. And if there's any other mounts I'm misremembering, that's how forgettable they are. So it's like this is like this new Ghast is going to be the best mount, I think, in Minecraft. It's going to be so much fun. It makes me want to build flying cities. It makes me want to build stables for them in the air. You know, like it makes me want to build things around them. It adds new lore to Minecraft because there's the one achievement in Minecraft that I don't know if if I would find it. Uneasy Alliance. Rescue a Ghast from the Nether, bring it safely home to the overworld, and then kill it. So there's literally an achievement that says you need to rescue a Ghast from the Nether. Rescue is implying that they are in trouble. Bring it safely home to the overworld. It could be saying that your home is the overworld, bring it safely to your home, or it could be inferring that the Ghast's home originally is from the overworld. So I think that like this new Happy Ghast situation makes it like imply that maybe the Ghasts aren't native to the Nether, and some of them can't survive in the Nether heat. Also might explain why the other Ghasts are pissed and crying all the time, is because they don't want to be there. So sorry for my TED talk, but I'm excited for this new mob. I heard a lot of people complaining about it. I'm just like, how? Like, how can you complain about this? This is one of the coolest things they've added in the past couple updates. Like, I think just letting Mojang have agency over what they're doing is gonna make a big difference. Okay, I need to get some, ironically, dirt. Let me go grab that dirt. I need to get some dirt to fix up the terraforming I was doing. Something else I might want to look into is making some sort of super smelter thing, because if we're going to use glass for the trial chamber roof, we're going to probably need a lot of glass. Let me grab, like, a couple stacks. Mojang is not perfect, and I don't think they do things perfectly, but there are so many things in this game that I'm just like, that looks fun. Like, they really just said, we want to make something fun, and I really like it. So, well, it is to be seen when it comes to the Happy Ghast if it's actually going to live up to all of my expectations, but I am so hyped for this creature. I don't really know how to terraform properly. I just do weird placements for blocks and stuff. Also, if you guys don't like the Happy Ghast, I'd love to know your, like, why you don't like it. You know, because I heard some people saying, like, it feels really modded, and I hear that being thrown out a lot, and I've been in that camp before of, like, I don't want Mojang to make, like, I know Merlin, my friend Merlin, is, like, you know, ironically, he talks about how he wants, like, a magic system in Minecraft, like, some sort of magic system, and I'm just like, that, I feel like, wouldn't fit into Minecraft. I feel like that would be too modded. Um, so I've been on that camp of being like, this feels too modded, like, this doesn't feel like vanilla Minecraft. And I want Minecraft to feel like Minecraft. But for this, I feel like it fits really well. I don't know. The only thing that I kind of don't like is the head piece for it. I don't really know what I don't like about it. I just don't really like how the goggles look. I feel like it tonally looks different than any other things we've seen in Minecraft, that maybe just a little retexturing of that would fix it. Hey, pig. You've chosen your final resting place. I'm also kind of excited for the new animal variants, like the cows and the pigs. The only thing that I really kind of hope, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to do, the only thing that would make it better, in my opinion, is if they actually made it so, like, say, winter, like, the cold cows, the winter cows drop more, like, leather, and, like, maybe the summer cows drop more meat or something like that, so that you can choose to like set up a base or a farm in a particular area, so you could farm like more leather or farm more pork chops. I guess pigs don't really drop anything other than that, but I was thinking something like that. Especially with like sheep, it would work really well with, because you could have like really woolly sheep in the cold areas that give lots of wool, but then in the warm areas give less wool but more meat. To fall in here. Oh, imagine though, chat. Oh, let's go. First try. Just okay. The big issue with this is I built this forever ago, and I had some sort of like, I need to get from here to here, and I don't remember. All I remember is we're going this direction. Oh, we need to go get more paper. I think having a couple of the drops of like, you know, the spring drop, the the drop with the happy gas coming in, just like having little updates into the game, I think are gonna make Minecraft a lot more fun, because they're just focusing on things that they already have set up, and they're just gonna focus on, you know, working on whatever they have already. And then I wouldn't mind seeing a big update, but these small updates seem to be like they really just get to flesh out ideas and have fun with it. And we get more content more regularly, new content more regularly, which I kind of like. There's a lot of stuff we still need to work on. I was actually going through my world the other day with Minty, showing off a lot of the stuff, because I'm like, I don't think you've seen my world like fully in a while. And so we walked through and I showed them a lot of the stuff that I've built. And there's just like, I have so much stuff that I still need to work on, which I do like, being able to like kind of leave things and come back to it. But sometimes I kind of look at it and go, fuck, I have not thought about this project in like years. I don't really remember what I wanted to do. You know? I don't even remember what I was trying to do here. Oh, also, I learned a new strat, right? A new cool thing that I'll show you guys. Kind of like a little exploit, but not really. It's an exploit for my free time. it turns Minecraft grinding into I can do this anytime kind of thing. Okay, well, we don't need this much sugarcane probably, so I'll just keep that. And then let's move out. I would like to also start, like, I kind of want to stop doing projects far away from my base and start doing projects around my base and start making it so, like, things progressively, like, we can make, like, paths to things in my world rather than just having to fly there, use the nether. Like, overworld paths, I think would be nice. Let me take a quick snooze, and then I'll show you guys something. I'm always tempted to fly down and smack the villager Jack there, but I know that would piss off every villager in the state. But so I've been using this at my obsidian farm, but it also works at my stone farm as well. So my stone farm is like this, where I basically hold the button and then the pistons push me back and forth, right? And then it produces that. But if you hold food in your one hand and you right click and left click at the same time, and then hit FT and 3, you take the controls off when it reloads, and you can look. I'm clapping my cheeks, and I don't have to play the game. I can let it run for me now, which I used to do stuff like this way back in the day, but I used to have a tripod thing that held up my mic, my old mic, and I used to balance one of the feet on the trackpad mouse of my laptop to do this and just hold down that button. So now this allows me to just kind of auto-mine stuff without having to actually play the game. But I can't tab out or do anything, so I have to still be there, and I also want to visually watch because I don't want to accidentally something happen, you know? You can kind of mine and just do stuff. So I've been doing that with the obsidian farm that I built. I built an obsidian farm forever ago. It's very rudimentary. Basically, I just drop a block through the nether or the end portal, so it resets the platform that you spawn on, and then you can just keep mining obsidian. And I have a haste 2 beacon there, and so I just let myself mine obsidian for like an hour or two, because this is getting off topic, but I'm just gonna talk about all the stuff that's been going on. With the pixel art project, I'm trying to get obsidian for the base so that we can't insta-mine it. Because I think obsidian would probably be the best. And this is how far we've gotten so far, which is pretty big considering where we were at. I think we've probably got around a fourth, roughly, of this done. We need 4 double chests of obsidian to fully cover this area, and I think I got 1 double chest done so far. I think I got 1 double chest from grinding, but we had a little bit more there before, so hopefully that works, and hopefully that when we get there, it works better than what we have, and then I can have haste 2 beacons on, and I can mine things really quickly. and it won't take that as long as it usually does, because it takes about like maybe like a second to half a second per block. Oh, there's Minty. Yeah, Minty got lost. She's been found now. But our Minty Moo Bloom got lost. And now she's here. Endermen just run amok here. These are the cattle that we have in here. There's a Moo Bloom in here as well. One of these days I gotta, like, update those textures. Because I did not... I did a very basic job for that. That was, like, whenever the Moo Bloom was announced, that was how old those are. Okay. I think... I'm trying to think, which is a very dangerous thing. I actually don't know what I want to do. We could keep working on the train tracks, and that's probably what I should do. We do need... Let me get... Let me get a book and quill. So this is for train track blocks. So tough brick, chiseled, tough. I don't remember the names of blocks now. Oh, okay. I want to find... I just need a block of tough. Let me see. Chiseled tough... Oh, chiseled tough brick is what it's called. Chiseled tough brick. There's no other tough. I'm not using this. Polished tough. I think we are using polished tough. Polished tough. And then we need, I think, gray terracotta is what I was using for this. Yeah, gray terracotta. So this is basic, and then we'll say raised tracks, gray terracotta, smooth stone, slabs, iron, trapdoors. We need sea lanterns. Sea lanterns. We need, sorry, I just remembered, stripped dark oak logs, dark oak stairs, oxidized, ox cop trapdoors. I don't know if I remember that, what that means. That's what we need. Those. I might start trying to learn how to make tree farms soon. But I also feel like tree farms are really dangerous. Oh, Fruea. Oh, I don't have streamer bot on. God damn it. That's the only thing I hate about streamer bot is I always forget to turn it on. I wish streamer bot would just turn on when I have OBS up. How's it going, Flair? Welcome on in, everybody. Sorry, we're gonna pretend like that happened. Give me 1 second. Player 0. Select. There's an OBS plugin that will open the applications for you when you open OBS. If they aren't open, I might have to do that. We're gonna pretend everybody. Whoa, Fruea, Fruea, with the raid. Sorry, I was talking about like all my stupid ideas. Fruea. I'm gonna. Oh. I'm pretty sure we have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we actually have a stone cutter over here. We also have a bed here. This is where one of my beds went and died. How you doing, Full Air? How you doing, Ty? What are you guys streaming? How you doing, T? Okay. What was I doing? Oh, wait, we need, what is this called? Polished deep slate slabs. Okay. Can I... Wait. What the fuck? Oh. Wait, what the fuck is wrong with this then? Or is it because I pushed it twice that it doesn't like that? Oxidized copper trap. Trap door. And then it was, polished deep slate slab. Slab. Slib. Okay. I probably should. Can I? This is another thing. Can I do this? Can I do this? Control X. Can I control V here? Awesome. Deep slate slab. And then the raised train tracks, iron trap doors, and so. Oh, hello, Glitchy. Doing well. We started with Dying of Light 2 with Neo, and then we switched to sponsored VN that had some heavy topics but turned pretty cute quickly. Nice. Sweet. We've just been talking about Minecraft and thinking about building a train. Thinking I'm probably gonna try and build train tracks is sort of the next. Just start working on it at least. So we're gonna go grab some deep slate. The only thing I hate about deep slate is I'm pretty sure you can only stone cut cobbled deep slate, and I usually have just regular deep slate. This is not where I need to be. Regular deep slate because I use silk touch on everything. So we're gonna grab this. I don't have a stone cutter here. Yeah, I'm almost certain that's the case. All right, then I'll just focus on making the tough stuff for now. Bars. We needed. Why we wrote it down. Inventory is a mess. We needed tough bricks, chisel tough, polished tough. Okay. We'll go. Train craft is my favorite craft. Yeah. And we were talking about the new mob that's going to be added called the Happy Ghast, which is a flying creature that you can ride on. We need that. Do I have... I don't think I've polished. Let me go grab... you know what? No, we'll just grab all the tough blocks. And we'll cut them over there. I'm gonna just build out a ton. Ender chest out. We're talking about all the ups and downs of Minecraft right now and what I'm excited and what I'm not excited for. I sent you the plugin for later if you want to use it. I use my Stream Deck to do something similar. One button opens up all the apps, VC Face Streamer Bot, my local chat, and VCL side OBS. Okay, I'll look into the plugin for sure, because I keep forgetting to turn on Streamer Bot. The only times I ever remember is when Glitchy comes in and head pats me, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to turn that on. It does. The head pad isn't connected to it, but it just reminds me. I don't know why. Also, this is random, but I'm really excited. I'm getting an external Blu-ray player for my computer. Should be coming tomorrow, so we can actually watch my Blu-rays on Discord whenever we do Discord movie night stuff. So I can force you guys to watch the Digimon movie I have on Blu-ray now. Wahaha. Princess Mononoke Blu-ray Day when? That also we can do. I need to find where I put that. I think it's over not where my movies are. And then this is, so this is polished, right? So this is the 4. I think we need 4 of these, right? Tough, 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 tough. Yeah, we need the 4 toughs. So we'll probably do this. Chiseled, chiseled. This bricks. I'm trying to, basically the idea and the plan of this is to have it so that we can connect my everywhere in my world with like a train. I want to make my Minecraft world feel connected through other means than just flying in the nether. So that's kind of the plan. We don't need this here anymore. This was just so I knew how wide it was. So obviously I'm not Minecraft Pro, but what are the keybinds for quick moving stuff like that? Quick moving stuff like what? For like doing this? That's just holding shift in the inventory. If that's what you mean. It's usually just shift in the inventory. Oh, wait, I know what you're talking about. Being like moving all of this, like doing that. Like moving everything all at once. That's by doing, so when you have something in your hand, so say like any block, you could have a block of the same type or anything. You shift and then double click on that block and it pushes everything of that block out of your inventory into whatever container or from your chest into your inventory. But if you hold something, say like the block that you're using, like the whatever block's in your hand isn't gonna go. So you can just pick up anything. Could be a tool, could be that. I don't know why it does that or why we have that, but it's good. Okay. Cool. Because I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hmm. There's a pig that got trapped down here because he decided to to roam in this neck of the woods. The only Minecraft mod I want in vanilla Minecraft is, like, the create, specifically the trains. I want to be able to, like, build vehicles more. Like, I know you can build some kind of vehicles, but I want, like, actual vehicles, you know? Like boats and shit. It's crazy how I just happened to almost perfectly get what we got aligned. Not that we need to stop, but I'll stop there for now, just so we know. So I'm just clearing this all out so we can do sort of a pattern. It's not really going to be a pattern, but it's going to be more of just like a texture, rather, of these blocks. I should have brought a shulker to put the blocks that we picked up away, but ships would be so cool. I agree. I really like, if you guys have never played with, like, the Eureka Ships Valkyrian Sky mod, that's one of my favorite Minecraft mods. It's actually just, whoever made it is a genius. I don't even know how it works, but it allows you to make, like, blocks into entities that you can fly, and then it interacts with a lot of different mods, like Create, so you can have, like, Create machines on your flying boat. There's some interactions with them that, like, are a little wonky, but they still work. So you can have, like, a whole moving base. I spent, like, hours on a modded world with friends building a giant pirate ship that could fly. And took it around. Oh my god. Took it around and built my, like, whole base on it. Oof. I like the idea of having, like, a nomadic base where you can just move from place to place if you want. Though, yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of that. It would be really cool if you could do that in base Minecraft. But I also think maybe it's a little bit too convenient that it might get boring to play Minecraft where you have everything with you all the time. It would definitely make it easy to just be able to, like, hoard everything because you just have billions of chests on your ship, and you would never need to be, like, in an instance where you had to choose, like, do I throw this out or not, you know? I like mods a lot, but it usually mods that I really like add some sort of convenience to Minecraft that makes Minecraft then later boring because I like having everything I ever wanted and more, doesn't make the game interesting. The one thing that's gonna suck about this is I want the chisel block to look like this, not like this. Oh, wait, actually, is it not a... Oh, it's not a directional block. I thought it was a directional block. Excellent. Okay, cool. Never mind, Crisis averted. So we're gonna start... Oh, you know what? It does kind of suck. Okay, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna kind of start by just placing down... we've built ourselves kind of a unique situation because these blocks kind of have to be hanging off the edge. I kind of like the idea of having these blocks, these polished blocks, be on the outer crust of it more than anything. And the other ones can build off top of it. Looking at the one mod with CPU and huge storage. Oh, yeah, I can't remember what that is. Like, is that applied ergonomics or something like that? Applied energistics? Something like that. That might be another tech mod that I'm thinking of. The name being that. We're gonna snooze. I've been watching someone else play Minecraft, and can I just say that the fact that you put so much effort to make things seem coherent without too many corner cuts is impressive. I mean, I appreciate that. I don't know if my shit looks coherent, but I try my best. I try to just like make shit that I enjoy. That's my secret. My secret to success is just kind of make shit I enjoy. What if I just did this, you know? What if I did this? We'll play around with this idea. What if I just make the next blocks outline the previous blocks? Uh, ah. I just build things I like and follow a lot of things I get inspired by. Something kind of cool, this is a little bit random. It's something that I found kind of cool is there's this guy, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Who's texting me? Oh. Okay. What is his name? There's a YouTuber that I really like. Oh. Okay. I was like, someone responded to a comment I left like on a video years ago and it popped up on my YouTube like here's a notification. But the YouTuber Stan616, he's he's a fellow that makes Minecraft videos. You guys would probably know him from one of his like biggest things that popped off in recent years was he built the city from Attack on Titan. And he builds like a lot of like anime recreations and other stuff like that. And he was actually, I didn't do a one-to-one recreation. His is probably a lot better than mine. But when Akira Toriyama passed away, I mourn in different ways, and the way I mourned his passing was through building Kame House in Minecraft in my hardcore world. So we built Kame House. But I was looking for Minecraft references to like sort of guide me onto what I should do and like the size of it and where to put it, and that was the guy that that I watched his video because he made Kame House like years ago, like before cherry blossom trees were even in the game, and he made the house, and so I watched his video and I kind of became a fan off of that because he makes just beautiful creations and all cool anime stuff. He did a lot of One Piece stuff that I can't watch because they're spoilers for me. But a fun little note, it came kind of full circle to an extent. He went through like all the builds he's done on YouTube the other day, where he posted a lot of like of the stuff that he did and talked about it, and I left a comment on his video saying like, you know, because he would go around and be like, this was one of my favorites, and then he would like go to the next one and be like, this one was one of my favorites to do, and like this one was one of my favorites. And I'm like, I like that you say every single one is your favorite, because like all of them are very different and unique and have very cool like aspects of like what makes them stand out. And he just happened to like that comment, and I was like, oh shit, the guy that like helped me be inspired, you know, liked my comment. That's kind of a cool, weird full circle moment. Okay, and so we have this. I think what I want to do, maybe we do this for the chisel blocks, is put them just like, maybe, okay, let's see what it looks like if I went on just the outer side. These, I think that could look, gonna be a lot of diagonal lines. Is that what I want? I think what I would want, actually, you know what, actually, no, this is, yeah, this would be way better. I get super, like, excited when people I enjoy like my comments that I leave. I always try to leave, like, positive comments. I very rarely feel like I ever leave hate comments on anything, just because I feel like I don't have the energy for it. And I know that, like, unless it's, like, some super controversial opinion and I just, like, have to get it out of my system, you know? And I need to express my opinion on it, but, like, I feel like I try my best to not leave any sort of like negative comments to a lot of things, or I'll just like, if it is a negative comment, it'll be sort of a comment of like, well, in my opinion, this is how I feel, type shit, type beat. And I just like knowing that they saw it, you know. I think it makes my day. Ooh, thank you for the resub, Flare. 39 whole month redos. 39 months is actually insane. Actual mental illness. I'm just kidding. I appreciate you so much for the resub. Thank you so much. I know I can't insult my subscribers. They pay for my financial mistakes. Now, how should we do this? Ah, railwaymen. Ah, miss me, bitch. Pop. Let me go over to my thing. They pay for my monetary mistakes, which I'm gonna have a monetary mistake. You guys are gonna see it uh in the next 3 to 5 business days. You're gonna see the most recent mistake I made. I'm honestly considering not even using the chiseled blocks. I want to use the chiseled blocks or the chiseled brick very sparingly, because it's such a diverse or like contrasty, like it just stands out, you know, like with that square. So I think I might do it where the rest of this is tough, just pure tough. I'll see once I do sort of the base idea. But then after that, I might slip in a few. So like this leaves that much left in the train track. So I think what I want to do here is just slip in some of the chiseled tough brick sparingly through here. Like this, but these, you know. God damn it. What? I don't have my Elytron. I'm like, why is it not jumping? First try. Any ones that are just like one block, I think I'll just slip that in there. And then I think the rest I just fill in with tough. Big patches of tough. I think I like that idea. What do you guys think, chat? Oh. Speaking of cool things that Minecraft's done that I really like, is made it so those pillagers don't give me the bad omen effect whenever I kill them. And I get them after drinking the bottle. I actually really like how this turned out. But let's like look at it again. So we'd be like riding on it like this. I kind of like how it looks patchy like this. But do you guys like it? How do you guys feel? I don't know. We could switch out one of the, like, if we think that, like, instead of having the tough be the primary block, have, like, the bricks be the primary block. Or have the polish be the primary block. But I kind of like it. It makes it feel like it's been ridden on a lot. Like, it makes it feel like it was brick at the beginning, and it's just been driven over a billion times. Put some torches down just to fill in these dark patches here so nothing spawns while we're working on it. I think... Let me go check the blueprints. So this is 3 off from here. Okay. This is 1, 2, 3. This is where the wall would be. Okay. That works, I think. Let me go grab... Let me cut down, like, 1 tree to kind of mark that. This is kind of a good project, I think. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do today, but I'm like, I think this is a good project to just get a little bit of work on it done today. So it would go 3, have it like this. And then we'll keep this off here. It just happens to work out perfectly with that. So let's grab these. We only need like that. So that's... There used to be a small hill here as well, and we cleared that out. Shmeeps World, hello. Ah, how's it going? Thank you for the resub. You got the heart milk, I think. Yeah, you got the heart milk. I was gonna say, I think that's milk too, but there's actually that's a different one. You got the heart milk. I'm gonna have to think of new milks soon. Milk 2 is the last one? Okay, this one might be the latest one, then. This heart milk might be the most newest one. 4.5. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think of some new milk soon. For sure, either way. We're working on the train track all the live long day right now. Kind of just doing, you know, whatever. I think I might try to get some, because we gotta get sea lanterns for this, but I think I might do some sea lanterns for, there's a dock in Pneumonia that needs sea lanterns still, so I might go fill out that stuff. Just do a little bit of, like, spring cleaning, you know? How's it going, Merlon? Thank you for supporting my terrible financial decisions with your sub. I have bought a lot of stuff recently. I need to ban myself from buying things for like 3 months. At least. I have sort of a pattern. Also, Shmeeps, you would like this, the idea I had, because it involves remembering Hermitcraft. But, I was trying to think of us, like, because we're working on the trial chambers at some point, and I want to make the next zone in the trial chambers to be like a desert zone. And I was thinking, what do I do for the roof of the desert zone? I kind of want, like, there to be a sky. And then I was like, what would be a cool sky design? And I thought of Grian's Starry Night sky that he did for that one cave. I was thinking maybe I would do that. I actually ended up pivoting to a different idea, but I initially thought maybe I do that. I ended up pivoting to something more akin to what we did with Pip's Scythe, where we did the gradient of orange and red glass. I think I'm gonna do blue and light blue glass for the sky to make it look more of like a daytime sky. But I did consider, and maybe we will do Grian's starry sky at some point. This one's very packed. Maybe I put too much polished tough down. This one's already super packed. Doesn't mean it's bad, but I just... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Yeah, this one's pretty packed considering the last one was not. So maybe we'll put down less polished next time. But honestly, it gives us... That might actually be the perfect way to do it, because it gives us exactly where I want to put the chiseled bricks in. That will look cool. I couldn't quite hear where's this happening? It's gonna work in the trial chamber. So we're making like the custom trial chamber. I'm gonna do a desert zone. So it's gonna be underground, but I'm gonna try and make it look like you're looking up at the the outside sky. Okay. I'm fumbling over my words a lot tonight. I apologize. Stoked for that? Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it myself. Okay, a lot of this stuff, a lot of what I'm trying to build right now is just making me think of, like, I'm gonna need to either farm stuff by hand or think about making farms, because I'm trying to think of, like, I'm trying to think of things I need for this, and I'm gonna need, so I'm definitely gonna probably build a super smelter at some point, which I would like to make something like maybe a blacksmith or something to house that. Make something cool. Because we're gonna need a lot of smooth stone. Good to see us replenishing our grass block stuff after the terrarium. And we need terracotta. We have terracotta here that we could just use, but I kind of want to collect some as well. Alright, let me clear this one out. I think we're gonna go collect some terracotta. We need gray terracotta. Thank God I have a snowball farm, am I right, folks? For when we get the ghastling and the happy ghast. Okay, that's already full. I'll drop this in the storage. Once we start getting more storage units opened up in here, we should do like a storage wars where you guys... I know that doesn't make any sense, but I think it'd be funny either way. Where you guys have to bet on what is in each chest. Alright. Alright. So we got that. That. Go to sleep, and then we'll head to the nether. Ooh. We'll head to the nether to... There's so many eggs. I'd love it if they added, like, the omelet drop or something like that. Like... Where that you can cook eggs. It's like the next drop in Minecraft. Next update. Okay. Fly over here. That's a not so happy Ghast. Weird. So we can dye regular terracotta, but I think you can just mine gray terracotta in this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not one of the terracottas you can find naturally. Yeah, I must be not correct. The boy is not correct. He is flawed. I should have also brought more shulkers for this. I should have brought like 2. Do we have any like empty shulkers in here? No. No shit. We have just the one. And then I'm pretty sure we go here, right? I'm pretty sure you just need a level 1 haste to insta-mine terracotta. I'm pretty sure you don't have to build a big beacon for that. Yeah. The more you know, chat. Let's also put down these shulker boxes so I don't have them clogging my inventory slots. Oh. Deep breaths, everybody. If you haven't taken a deep breath today, take one now. If you haven't drank water today, drink some now. I'm also gonna do rock biters so we can save silkies. This is what it's gonna be like when we have to make the desert area for the trial chamber, because we're gonna have to not only collect sand for like sand blocks and regular sand, sandstone, we're also gonna need to collect sand for all the layers of glass we're gonna need for the sky. So that might be the next big gathering project. I went to a meat draw recently with the guy I do respite for. If you don't know what a meat draw is, it's basically a silent auction, but for meat, where you can put your name or you buy tickets, and then they draw them out of this like thing randomly, and then if you win, you can go up and get some meat. Kind of cool, but the funny thing about it is that we went just for fun, and because the guy I respite used to go do it with his like grandfather. And so we're like, oh, we could go do that because my mom's friend's sister was working and they wanted to hang out and stuff. And I was like, okay, we can do that. But the funny thing is the guy that I respite for won some meat. He won 2 stacks of ribs or two things of ribs. 2 racks of ribs is what I think they're called. But it was really funny because the guy wanted they were doing one of the best packs that I felt like was greatest value was you could get eggs, bacon, and sausage in like one pack, and that was the one that my guy wanted, but it kept getting taken every time, every round, like it was the first to go. Except for maybe the last round. But we didn't win. We didn't win it that one. We didn't win that, but there was a little old lady in front of us that bought a ticket, and she literally won like one of the things a ticket before us. So it was really funny. Because my guy kept asking her, like, oh, did you win? Did you win? And she's like, no, not yet. And then next round she wins, going right in front of us. 1 ticket off. It was a lot of fun. It was a cool time just to chill and look at some meat. Apparently they also do it every week, which seems kind of cool. And I think, I don't remember what it was, but I think all the proceeds go to like a charity thing. So. I was feeling super low recently this week, this month, just from like mental health wise, just not feeling my best. And so I was like, this is feeling like one of those months where I have to buy a Pokemon plush to save my mental health. And I think I've probably gone a little bit overboard because I bought 4 Pokemon plushes recently. It's not my fault because Pokemon announced new plushies, and I know some of them are gonna go out of stock, and I know they're probably not gonna restock them. So it's kind of a thing where I have to jump on it or else. But I'm kind of excited for those, but I'm just like, that's why I say I gotta ban myself from like purchasing things for a while. I spent so much money. Holy shit, that's so cool, man. I would prefer my stream to be tumbleweeds than buy your shitty view bots. I'd rather have -1 people watching me than fucking have you guys in my chat. Bobo didn't even show you the message? That's good. I think it might have not even... I don't think it even showed up. I think it just showed up on my end. I'm negative. I get it. No, you're 0. You're Flare 0. We need to make a movie trailer called Flare -1, and it's just Godzilla -1, but with Flare. That's a movie we could watch in the Discord. I think we might have watched it in the Discord, but we could watch it again. I have that on Blu-ray. I picked that up at a Toys R Us. Sorry, Americans. I gotta flex my Toys R Us on you guys. But Toys R Us is really cool. It's got a lot of movies now, which I really like. Like, a lot of movies. It's probably the place to go for movies. And I was, like, looking around, and I saw Godzilla vs. Kong, like, Godzilla vs. King Kong, like, the OG, like, one. And I was like, oh, I kind of want to pick this up. And I'm like, dude, it would be so sick. I'm like, I've only seen Godzilla Minus One on DVD, but Blu-ray is like a different story. Like, I feel like I never see it in Blu-ray. And my mom is like, you mean like right now? And she pulls it off the shelf like, no way. Oh my god. Godzilla Minus One on Blu-ray. That's fucking sick. Oh, I'm like, that's something I'd get. I'm like, how much is it? And she's like, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm like, why? And she's like, I refuse to tell you. I'm like, why aren't you telling me how much it is? And she's like, because you won't let me buy it then. And I'm like, no, how much is it? She's like, $25. I'm like, that is so good! $25 Canadian for Godzilla Minus One on Blu-ray? That is insane value. And she's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's so good. And so we bought both of those. I bought the DVD for King Kong versus Godzilla for like $10, and then we got Godzilla Minus One for 25, which I personally think is a fantastic value. Toys R Us, how dare you bring up that dead store? Apparently, I've heard, though I don't know, but I heard that it might be coming back to America. I heard some rumblings in the toy world, but I don't know. And also, I hope that ours isn't dying, because I went into one of ours recently, and it was selling like furniture. And like half of the store was selling like appliances, and I was like, oh fuck. I think our Toys R Us is dying. We had two Toys R Us's near us, but one of them I think recently went out of business. Slowly dying, yeah. But dude, it's actually so sick. Like, Toys R Us has like records, like music, manga. It's really more of a collectibles store now, with a lot of just stuff in it. But I'm just like, uh I think it's so cool. I really love Toys R Us. Toys R Us is a classic, obviously, but like, I hope it sticks around. I don't go as often as I probably could, but it was when I found, I think I've told this story before, but it was when I found um the Mecha Godzilla Squishmallow. Like, I'm not a Squishmallow dude, but I was I probably need more of these, more of this, but we'll see. Actually, I definitely will need more. But I was walking around Toys R Us because I had not been in a Toys R Us in years, and I saw these like Godzilla Squishmallows, and I was like, oh, these are cool. It wasn't like Godzilla, but it was like Rodan and Mothra and stuff, and I was like, okay. Oh, like, Mothra's a hard maybe I would pick up, because Mothra's kind of cool and cute, and it was a cute Squishmallow. But I was like, it's not something I, like, desperately need. I hate when the villagers jump and take damage. I don't know where they're doing it or why they're doing it, but it's really frustrating, and I hate hearing villagers take damage. Alright. But I was like, that's a hard maybe, but, you know, maybe. And then, I turned the corner, right? And my mom's, like, talking to me. And as I round the corner, I see the Mechagodzilla Squishmallow, and I literally, like, gasp so loud in the middle of the store. I was like, oh! And my mom was like, what? I was like, I was, like, so shocked. Because I'd never see anything Mechagodzilla related, especially a stuffed animal. And I was just like, I'm like, that is so cool. And I can't remember how much it was, but it probably wasn't any more than, like, 20 bucks. But I was like, I'm gonna hold on to this, and it's gonna be a maybe. I might pick this up, and then I carried it around the store with me for like the whole day. I'm like, yeah, I think this is coming home with me. Hope I'm having a great stream. Thank you. How are you doing? How you doing, Gabweox? I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but how's it going, Gab? Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. We're just chatting about random stuff while I'm working on train tracks. working on this kind of silly idea of making giant, like, train tracks that connect all of, like, the places in my world together. Because it's silly in the sense that it's probably going to take a really long time to do. If I am going to do this, I probably would maybe need to get a terracotta farm going. That probably wouldn't be out of the question for helping speed things up. But no. But if we can get at least a little bit of it done, that'd be nice. Start, like, making moves. So, the reason I got the terracotta was because we're going... So, at first I started, like, terraforming stuff, and then I'm like, it's gonna look weird if I just make a hill go straight, you know, forever. And it's gonna be really boring. So, like, boring to build. So, I think what I want to do is... Let me put down these shulkers here. Okay, let's grab some polished tuff, regular tuff, some bricks, and chisel. Okay, so the polished tuff. Come to, like, here. We'll start. I don't think I brought any dirt with me. We'll probably end up getting dirt, but I'll start here. And we'll start here for that. So that's going to be officially where it's lifting off the ground. Means we want to grab this. Theoth. Theoth. Okay, and then Theoth. Wheat. And so, how far is it from here? I think it's, because it's 3 off of the farthest part out, so it's 4 blocks away, so it's 5. It's 5 blocks away from here. We don't necessarily need this to go 5 blocks, but... well, I guess we should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because this will be where the... will be where that goes. We don't need this here. That's not where we're starting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... I'm gonna build out. I'm gonna just build out a decent amount just to have sort of a... like, I keep calling it a proof of concept, even though it's not really a proof of concept, but just the main idea. And we'll start clearing things out as we go. This thing's probably got, like, a piece of wood in here. Keeping it stable. The remains of an abomination. That's what I call these trees. The ones that have, like, the big oak trees. I call them abominations because they're really frustrating to remove. But it looks like it's decaying now. I usually end up just lighting them on fire because it's easier to deal with. But for those of you who don't know what this train is, like, kind of going to be all about, is the idea of it is it's going to be going straight forever and like, well, forward, left, right, whatever, you know, going in this, and it's never going to go up or down. There's only going to be specific times where we do anything up or down. Mainly because I just don't want to deal with it. Because if I make things go up and down, it's going to become complicated. So if it's going straight, it's going to go through mountains. It's not going to go over mountains. So we'll have to, like, dig through mountains. And it might be boring, but... And frustrating to deal with. But that's what we're going to do anyways. I want to kind of make it go to this part. So we're going to, like, when we hit this thing, we're going to clear it out. And we're not going to necessarily build, like, terraform under it. I'm going to have, like, you know, we'll have pillars holding it up and stuff. I do need to see, actually, is this going to end up, like, cutting into the Shiba Sugar Cube sign? Probably not, but I'm going to build out to that as well, just to test. Because I haven't really paid attention to anything to where this is. I just kind of built the train place. The wave pool. When's the wave pool being built? The wave pool? Are you talking about the giant area that we, like, are filling with water? Are you talking about that, like, the cherry blossom area that we're building? Like, we took the mountains. We found the center, like, the mountains, and we're filling that with water? Or are you talking about something else? What's the wave pool? Unless you're making a joke and I don't know what you're talking about. That is another thing that we're gonna have to work on. Let's those. We must protect the cube, exactly. I think we're definitely not gonna touch it. But it's gonna get close. Oh wait, actually, we might need to check, because... No, I think we're actually still fine. Because I was gonna say... I might extend things... But I don't think I do. I just build things under it. We have a design I worked out. I was just joking, it was a water park thing. It's the big pool. Dude, I love wave pools in real life. If I could simulate that in Minecraft, I would. Have you ever been in a wave pool for so long that, like, once you're out, you can still feel the waves hitting you? I have. I would spend, like, hours in the wave pool, yeah. I was obsessed with it. Back when I used to visit, like, there's Edmonton, Alberta has the West Edmonton Mall, and it has, like, a big water park inside the mall. And they have a really big wave pool that I would just, like, that's where I would be if we ever went. Okay. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is as far as we go out. So we're nowhere near this, but we will pass it as we go. Cool. It also is sort of a question of what I want to do here. If I think I'll probably just, like, you know, I won't have, like, smooth transitions or anything. I'll just, like, transition it whenever. Like here, like, I'll build it out like this. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I might clear out this, just so it matches still. Yeah, I might clear out this. We'll see how the under part of this will look once we start doing that, but I don't think we need to worry too much about the under part when it's this close to the ground. That's more of a thing we gotta worry about when it's higher up. So I think what I want to do is this. Like that. I was talking about leaving positive comments earlier on like people that I look up to and like feeling happy when in my head I was like in my head I was thinking about how I keep saying like a lot and I need to stop. But then I was about to say I was like I keep saying like I was thinking and I'm like I keep saying like a lot. I should stop doing that. But then I was talking about like mm, talking about people when I leave positive comments. I enjoy it when they like it, and so I got caught up in my own head there for a second. But I was talking about leaving positive comments on people that I look up to's like posts and stuff, because I like it when they see it, and it makes me feel happy when they like that comment or that post or whatever. And one of those examples that I was really happy with was I got home from watching Dragon Ball Daima in theaters, like however many months ago that was, the English dub of it, and the a lot of once that was released, a lot of the English dub voice actors were able to say like, "Hey, I'm the voice for this character. Hey, I'm the voice for that character," you know, and because they obviously couldn't, they were signed under NDA, unless they were already announced, which like the original like child voice actor for Goku was came back from like GT. Um, so that was something pre-announced, but a lot of people were like, "I'm this character, I'm that character," and one of the guys, I just happened to see one or two people, and I left some comments, but one of the guys, I was like, "You did such a good job. Like I just got back home from the movie theater, it was incredible. You did such a good job," and they liked it. And I just felt little warm fuzzies inside. Where I'm like, he saw my comment. He knows I exist. Ugh. Sorry, I had to stretch my arm. Actually, let me check something. Oh, that's the wrong world. Let me check something here. This is one, two, three, four. Yeah, so I did 5 right. Making sure. It's 4 across, but enough to fit in the wall blocks. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. After we sort of build out this area, I think I'm gonna go to the Guardian farm and some uh make some sea lanterns or something, chill around there for a bit. My right shoulder's kind of feeling like stiff. Feels weird. I'm gonna take off my sweater real quick. In real life. Ugh. 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 Oh no. Have you heard any badungs or anything? That was on my end because of the static electricity going through my headphones. Oh, my fluffy sweater. Oh man, yeah. I don't know what's up with my right shoulder. My shoulders have been feeling kind of whack recently. It's definitely the way I'm sitting. I need to find a better way to sit. I'm gonna need to get back into Soul Hackers 2 at some point soon as well. I keep kind of putting it off because I got home and I was so exhausted from work. I was like, no, I can't stream. I'm too tired. I was like, maybe if I get my second wind, I'll be able to, but I got home and I was like, it wouldn't have been like a thing of like I couldn't have streamed. Like I probably could have streamed. But the problem with it was if I did stream, it wouldn't have been good. It would have just been me. Like I'm pretty brain fried today too, but it would have been so much worse. It would have been me not knowing what I'm doing, probably getting cranky, you know. So, how's it going, Shane? I'm doing all right. Angel, how are you doing? Sorry. I'm getting antivirus pop-ups on my... I'm getting a vast antivirus being like, you need to buy the full thing. And I'm like, nah, on my other computer. Hey. Doing good. Took an unexpected nap. I can relate. I feel that. Sometimes the most unexpected naps are the best. Let me clear this out. I'll have to see how I like it if I want it to... If I want it to be like whatever and then just transition into grass, or if I want to make it not that. This one's the most uneven one, so let me just clear out this area. Probably should drop my other bed on the ground somewhere. Already think spawning. Dodge that, because you're a nerd. Oh, nerd. There we go. Nerd. Oh. Yeah, maybe I don't care. I might not care. I will have to make some sort of overhang thing. It's gonna go over this path. I don't think it goes past, like, the path on this side, though. Yeah. That's kind of funny how that turned out. I will... Yeah, we'll need to clear out this. I don't want... Oh, don't want that either. But I do want to check, actually, before I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Like, will I care? Because it's going to be like this. I think I do care. I think I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. So I think, like here especially, we'll take off this, do that, this, that. I think we will find some sort of like cutoff point, which I think the cutoff. Well, we're not gonna cut off this point because we're gonna go through it all the way. Something poetic about me placing down a grass block, knowing it will never grow because I'm placing another block on top of it. Okay, this way. I don't remember. Oh yeah, we needed. I was like, I don't remember what we needed sea lanterns for last time because I've been to the sea lantern or the Guardian farm recently a couple times. We were there because we needed it for the pixel art. Let me go drop off some of these blocks so I can pick up other blocks. I should try to make some sort of like street lamp designs as well for the roads when I make paths. I'll just stop here for now. I do one more out. You know what? Since we're just working on the train right now, we're not doing anything crazy. Let's just put on shaders. Also, I need to also stop saying also every time I say also. But they're adding like shaders into Minecraft now. Like just base Minecraft, which is kind of cool. They're called Vibrant Visuals. Is that update, which I think is just another really good idea. Like it's what I was kind of saying earlier, where I think rather than doing the big updates, I really like these little updates because it's giving Mojang enough time to just be like, let's just do like things that we think are worthwhile and like work on things that we need to work on or want to work on and flesh out these ideas rather than doing like, you know, introducing a random mob or yeah, I knew that was off. Introducing a random mob or, you know, making a big update where we feel like we need to throw in like X, Y, and Z to make it feel like there's enough content. Where these little drops can be as the size of anything. Like they can be so little, so big. And I love it. Alright, so we'll split each side. We'll do 2 stacks and 47 on each side. I don't actually know if that 47 is going to work out for us, but Might as well use up. Does this block off? Kinda does. That's a little unfortunate, but I'm not gonna move the train track to fit this one little path I've had forever. Worst case scenario, we can just dig it deeper on this side. Like through here, we just terraform this a little bit deeper. But that does kind of suck. But not that big of a deal. Not gonna mourn the path. Speaking of things that I've never completed, that was gonna be like... So back in the day, I had an idea for a... for like a street lamp that I was gonna put everywhere, but at the top it was gonna have a snow golem, so it also acted as a turret. Never ended up finishing that. Actually, we'll see how this works. So we have 2 stacks of 64, and 64 is not... Well, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then I do 1, 2, 3, 4 into there, that's 10. So it actually might work out perfectly. We're gonna go through the only... So, like, it is kind of funny. I'm not that, again, not big deal, but it is kind of funny that it's like we're going through this part of the Dark Oak Forest, so we're gonna probably have to clear some trees and stuff to fit the train. It's like, man, if I was really thinking about this, it wouldn't have worked because it would have gotten in the way of the bridge. But it's like, couldn't I have done it on this side of the forest where I've already culled like 90% of the trees? Literally left stumps. But it would have gotten in the way of Irontown and Irontown's bridge, which is way more important than anything that we'd have run into so far. Yeah, we have exactly 5, so that's perfect, actually. Sweet. It doesn't feel like we've gotten very far, but we've gotten pretty far. So now we can go... No, we can go this distance. I can go the distance. Realistically as well, we're actually using more than we need because there's going to be blocks that we break out for the sea lanterns. I've tried to to create the train tracks to be safe for a person riding the tracks, so nothing will get on the tracks, and then also just like logistically safe for the sense of like, you know, you don't want people getting on the train tracks. Like if this was a real world with multiple people, I wouldn't want to have like my train tracks easily accessible from like the public, which also makes it like safe for not getting creepers and stuff, because that's the next big thing is like I want to make sure it's lit up so there's no creepers or anything. The worst part is, you know, I guess Endermen are the only things that we can't. I should make, you know how we have like people have like different train track signs. I should do one that has like no Endermans, like a sign that's like Enderman trespassing, none. Let's go quickly. All right. So that's all set now. We're only stopping there because we don't have any more terracotta. We'll have to go get more. And then let's keep doing this. So we're gonna get the polished stuff. Keep placing little blocks around. Do do do. Oh. Against my better judgment that I may be repeating myself, but for anybody that hasn't been this far when we were building the train tracks earlier, the idea right now is so we're gonna put these polished tough blocks on the edge of the train tracks, and then we build around them with the other blocks, and then fill in everything with regular tough and some chiseled tough bricks. Trying to do different designs and different shapes as well as we go along just to mix it up, but some of them I just place the same kind of shapes. Yeah, it's maybe do like this. Probably will look weird, but not meant to look perfect. Who really is perfect? I certainly am not. Some of you may be, but I'm not. Gotta go get some more polished. This does excite me for when we actually start planning out train tracks. Actually get, you know, things moving. I feel like these are gonna be really fun ideas, but I don't know if it's gonna be really something that I will end up wanting to use more often, because it is gonna be much slower than flying through the Nether. But I love this concept, and I love, you know, different modes of transportation in Minecraft, and like Elytra can be cool, but it can also make things feel too close to each other, and that could be kind of boring. So I do want to have different sort of ideas of transportation, different ways, and you know, I do like thinking about what other people in this world would be doing, like the villagers, for instance. If they're real people, you know, they're not getting place to place using elytras. They would be taking the trains. And so it's kind of a cool thought experiment of like, of thinking about how, like, you know, maybe people take boats, maybe people take trains in places, and you can think about like why that is, and that leads to you thinking about even more different things in your world. Like, if a place uses boats, like, is there a dock in the city? Like, would there be a train nearby? Does this particular place hate trains? Like, did a train company guy do something bad in this town, and that's why no trains are in this town? Or, you know, did the train cause more people to come to this town, which caused it to become a very popular spot to live in? Does one place have a better mode of transportation? Maybe it uses, you know, carts or something, and trains are obsolete now. Just kind of fun things to think about. And I think when you think about stuff like that, especially when you're building cities and different things, it makes those things cooler and be able to have it gives you more ideas of like what to build, because you could go, I want to build a town, but you like if you just build a town, build houses, it doesn't necessarily always mean it looks like a town. It could just look like a collection of buildings. It's like, how do those people eat? Do those people celebrate things? Uh, you know, do those people have traditions? It's fun things to think about. Or I'm just crazy. I'm a crazy lunatic loser. But it's stuff I like to think about, at least, and I think it adds when you can go on and like say this is what this means. And you also don't have to go too deep onto everything. You could just be like, oh, these people fish, so I'm gonna build like a bunch of docks around this area. And like that simple thing could be like enough to give your builds more life, as opposed to be like, this town worships the sea god Taramu, who, like, if they don't use a boat every 2 seconds, they will be banished. Like, that can add a lot of cool, interesting ideas to your builds that, like, make it seem like, okay, well, like, I guess these people have to live on boats because they can't leave their boats or else they're going to be smited from this god. But you don't have to go that crazy. You can just do, like, simple things like, maybe these people are nomadic. That's why they live on the boat. Or maybe you just want a village where people live on boats. You know, not deep thought into it. Whatever you do, it will be cool and awesome because you did it. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Especially if you like it, that's all that matters. You can follow the paint by numbers guide of everybody else and try to build something, but at the end of the day, what people really want to see is things that you've built and you've put the time and effort into making. They don't want to see everybody else's stuff. They want to see your stuff. Because we can already see everybody else's stuff. We see it all the time. Now let's hope I don't keep on track of here. Yeah, we're about here. So you can see I'm just kind of placing these blocks around the edge so they're always touching a polished block. It's not really any sort of reason why I'm doing this. I just thought it looked nice, and it was kind of what we started doing by accident. I was gonna just, randomly place blocks around of the 4 types that I had, but then when I started building it originally earlier today, we're in a situation like this where we don't have anything under us to just place down, so I ended up just happened to pick the polished ones first, started placing them on the sides, and that led to kind of this design, which I kind of like. I think it's really neat. Probably need to sleep soon. Because we go around with this, and then we fill sort of everything else with regular tough blocks. Though we sparingly use the chiseled bricks, because I like the square shape on the top. And to me, it comes off as sort of like a brick road that's been driven on a lot, because, you know, trains are constantly going over this stuff. It looks like it's been kind of worn out. I'm not really the best at texturing. I honestly don't even really do texturing. I just kind of place blocks around. I don't know. I don't follow any sort of like, you know, rules. I don't have like color theory in my head or anything. I'm just kind of like, let's place blocks in a weird way and hopefully it looks good. And sometimes it doesn't. You know, sometimes it does not look good at all and I have to restart and break everything. And that's okay too, you know? Never feel afraid. It's gonna suck sometimes, but if you like you get halfway through a build, you know, like the worst feeling is you get halfway through a build and you realize this looks not good. And you have that like conversation with yourself of like, do I break everything I just put down? Because it's just like, maybe it took you like an hour, you know? It's like, do I break everything I just put down or do I keep going even though I don't like it? And I think usually the correct answer is to probably just start over. Unless you can find a way to pivot, you know? Maybe you find a way of like, you know what? This isn't exactly what I wanted, but let's do it differently. And maybe that even turns out better. But I find that, like, if there's something I really don't like, restarting from the beginning is not something you should consider. You know, don't ever feel like you can't restart from the beginning. Even if it's gonna take you like an hour to break everything. Sometimes it's worth it. Thank God I collected all this tough blocks. I think I spent a whole stream talking to Memzy just collecting tough one day. Going through the caves. And that's definitely paid off here. Because I knew I wanted to use tough for a lot of things. I think originally I was collecting the tough for the tower that I want to build. I may still use tough for that tower, I may not. But I'm like, with this, it's very nice for, for this block. I think it goes really good with the brown blocks as well. And then here is where we would sort of start sparingly putting this block around. I kind of have a rule where if there's one block, you know, in the way or by itself, to just put it there. Here. So dark with the fucking capitalist Shiba Sugar Cube sign. Are you prepared to serve your Shiba overlords? And the rest I just put in tough. I think actually what I did before, it just kind of worked out for this one, is I did the outline thing with the tough on the bricks and then put in the chiseled bricks sparingly. Yeah, I know the reason I killed him is because he's holding a block, and I know his bitch ass is just gonna leave that somewhere. Need that. I know his bitch ass is just gonna leave that somewhere. Grab some more tough. We know you're ready to serve your Shiva Overlord's angel. I really like how this looks, but I do think maybe in another life I swap the regular bricks, with the tough block. But I also don't know. I do really like this. I don't know what the correct answer is. I feel like I could probably swap them around and it would look different, but I do like how it looks. And just like how grainy the tough block is. You know? Alright. We have that going. The next annoying part is gathering the logs for this. Makes me really want to consider making a tree farm. Being truthful with you. I really like this tree here. Actually, never mind, it's not a tree. I was like, oh, I really like this tree here. It's not a tree. It's leaves. Arguably, it's a floating bush. Okay. Let's also... So this is where the wall would be. So I kind of want to clear out this because I don't want people being able to climb over the wall. We're going to do some landscaping here. I want to kind of clear it out to be 4 blocks apart from here. Fill in that side, make it look more like a hill. And then we'll smoothen this out. Dude. Go to sleep, you son of a bitch. You son of a bee. See, Minecraft is an escape from reality, because in real life, I would never ever go to sleep early. But in Minecraft, I consistently go to sleep early. Okay. I think I can deal with that. And then the main thing I want to test, though, actually, we're gonna kind of have like a wall that's 2 blocks high. If I'm like, is there any like conceivable way that I could do like a parkour jump onto it? Do it from here. I gotta remove this because it's causing my scientific. Okay, yeah, because it's 3 blocks. So we'll just do that. Because I mean, I'm playing as like I'm testing this as like a Minecraft player rather than like a mob or something. Like, mobs aren't going to be making those jumps. I think it's probably fine. And I can't even consistently make them. Yeah. We're gonna go collect some... I'm gonna go collect some logs. Actually, it's probably smarter to collect the logs from here because we're gonna go through this area. So I can start clearing some trees out of the way, maybe. This project's just gonna take so many blocks. Maybe we'll end up doing, like, to mix things up if we get bored. We'll do, different lines. I feel like it's probably completely unnecessary, but I think I would like to make, like, a copper farm. Copper's pretty easy to get with the trial chambers now, but I feel like just having an automatic copper farm... I feel like a lot of those farms, though, require you to make, like, do stuff with, like, the nether portals and things, and I don't really know how to do that. This is also going to take a lot of the oxidized copper. I basically want to do oxidized copper trapdoors for part of the wall. Welcome to the Wood Chopping Podcast, the Lumberjack Podcast, where we sit here silently and chop down some wood. Yeah, I like. Ah, come on. So this is where we would. This is the wall, and then I think it's every 3 we put some stairs. We might need to put some dirt here. Oh, wait. Am I wrong? Oh, wait. No. What? Wait. I thought I did this right. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So it should be. Oh, wait. Maybe I didn't do this right. Let me double check. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm not counting it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 out. Damn it. Oh, wait. No, I'm just so smart. I remembered that for these, I put, spruce wood to doy. And also, I forgot that I need to put spruce wood in here as well. That wasn't... It's part of the plan, guys. Come on now. I knew that. That's why I have so many over here. All the spruce wood over here. We collected so many. I actually did, like, low-key forget that I put spruce wood across that. Well, actually, low-key forgot everything. I low-key forgot it all. Yeah, there's llamas on my roof. There's a llama on my roof. Ah. I probably didn't need to break that grass, but for the sake of my brain and being like, that's what I do. Oh, wrong one. Bop, bop. Ah. Hello, Merlin. Here's a skeleton. It's like, yeah. We're gonna have to light up under the, watch this. He's gonna sneak around. Oh! First try. I'm gonna have to find some light. Oh, we'll find lighting when I get the frickin' sea lanterns. I keep forgetting that I have a plan for this. I literally have plans. I think I need like 2 more stacks. Let's see, once I look. Yeah, I would probably say maybe a stack and a half. So I'm gonna go like this, and we'll see. Might even be less than, might be slightly more than half a stack. Okay. Do 2 more. Yep, exactly, wow. I'm kind of the smartest guy in the world. No, I'm actually very dumb. And lucky. It's called dumb luck. Coined the phrase myself. No. No. Can't be. Ah. God. Dang it. Probably easier this way, actually. Uh... I can't remember if I actually used dark oak stairs or if I use spruce stairs for this. And before I use spruce for all of this, and I'm misremembering. No, that's definitely dark oak. Yeah, it's dark oak all around. That's what we need to write down in the book here. Did I put this in here? No. We'll do train track walls. Wait, I did put strip dark oak somewhere, didn't I? Strip dark oak logs, dark oak stairs, oxidized copper. Okay, I did put those there. Probably could separate that. Because then we also need polished deep slate slabs. We need spruce planks, and we need stripped spruce blocks. Oh, that just reminded me. Oh, I need to go get my shulker with all of my rockets, or at least grab some rockets, but that reminds me. We had a new person drop by today. And they dropped by a Minecraft stream specifically. So we get to put them in the Sleepy Inn. to put them in the guest book. It was Gab. Double X, right? Yep. Cool. You are now in the guest book. If anybody else is new and probably doesn't think they're in the guest book, let them be known. Let yourself be known to me, and I will add you to the guest book if you'd like to be put into the guest book. You obviously can say no. I didn't consent to staying a night at the Sleepy Inn. And what I say to that is, we have 3 rooms, and one of them is big. Also, I just remembered that I did not record any of this with the replay mod, so there will not be a time lapse for this later. I completely forgot. This would have been kind of an interesting time lapse to watch too. A lot of going back and forth. Okay, let's go do the sea lanterns now. Actually, no. Let's do the spruce logs. Let's see. I think it's every 4. Yeah, it's this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 3 in between. Will be easier to remember. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I guess I'll just, if I put this, I don't know where I want it. I'll put it right here. This will be the first. Hi, pig. This train station was built on a pig burial ground. Ooh, spooky. And grab some more dirt. Actually, just to make things... I don't know if this makes things faster or simpler. We still have to go underground for it. Maybe the way makes things a little bit less tedious. I do kind of like that we did the pattern, or like the block placing texture first, because then we can... this will break it up even more and make it feel less organic. Less placed by us. Okay. My friends and I played some Pal World recently. We did, we tested out the randomizer for Pal World, and it's really fun, actually. The sheep fell down there. We were doing some of the randomizer for Pal World, and it was really fun playing with like exploring areas of the game with like high level pals all around. And then we also put permadeath for pals on, which has been kind of fun and scary. Actually, I think I fucked this up. I just realized I think I fucked this up. God dang it. I actually just fucked this up so bad. I realized I did not put that in these in the right place at all. Okay. That sucked. Because I just noticed I'm like, these look kind of off, but that's weird because we just place them every 3. No, we don't place them every 3. We place them in the middle of these. Or on these. I'll have to double check. This is what happens when I don't... Yeah, we put them on the fucking spikes that go out. That's why. I'm like, these look weird. Oh, I'm so dumb. See, I told you guys. I'm like, if you guys watch this, and you're like, oh, he's so cool and creative and smart. Yeah, no, this is... My brain is little ping pong balls. I literally did it 1 block off of what I should have done. Alright, let me go collect all this wood now. Add global storage boxes for Pal World. Yeah, like you can send pals in between worlds. I think is really cool. I think that also to me just screams that they're gonna do different islands, like different worlds. A really cool big baller play would be like making some sort of engine to randomize the worlds so that you can have like fully procedurally generated islands. Alright, let's see here. We gotta play around. We gotta play around and kind of remember how we did this. Because we have a system. It would be like that. That maybe. As much as I love the sun going down and stuff, I might have to turn off shaders because it's hard to see a little bit under here. That's how blind I actually am. Blind as a frickin' bat. This would go here, here. Some of these might be off. No, that doesn't. Whoop. PAL genetic data to different games. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what it means, like PAL genetic data, unless you mean just like PALs in general. I think we're gonna just put that there. That's what they call it, transferring PALs. Alright. Well, like I didn't know if PAL genetic data was something other than just PALs. You know, that's what I was wondering. You can copy a pal to summon in a new world. Yeah. It's kind of like a puzzle trying to figure out where the heck everything goes. Did you believe in life after love? Must have missed it. Missed one block. Picking it up or something. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure we had another shulker box. I need to keep track of my shulker box a little bit better. I don't know what happened there, but that was kind of cool. Now back to fixing our mistake. Randomized Power World is pretty fun. The only thing about it is that, like, you're just gonna run into pals that are really high level for you. Super early on. One of the cool things I really like about it is it randomizes the bosses. So, unfortunately, it doesn't randomize the bosses to be, like, whatever. But it randomizes the bosses to be other bosses. So, you know, like, Elizabeth, for instance, you're gonna find her not in the same spot that you would find her normally. Like, where Elizabeth is, it could be, you know, Jormuntide or something. I kind of think that that's fun. I'll give myself 2 blocks. Come on now. First try. There we go. That's starting to actually look like it's supposed to. Sorry, I mined dirt with my pickaxe. Please forgive me for my cardinal sin. I didn't want to switch to my hand. I think this is where we probably can go just under for a while. Double check that I'm following the rules. Yep. Okay. Back. Put that back where it came from, or so help me. Okay. I was like, there's no zombies down here, right? This should be lit up. No, this is under the thing. Okay. We need to go grab some bread. Or do I not? Where's my ender chest? I don't have an ender chest in my inventory right now. And my ender chest is not placed there. Where is my ender chest? Well, it looks like we lost an ender chest, I guess. Not the biggest thing I could lose. I need to focus on actually looking at my shulkers. But that's some minor annoyance. Bread box. Might as well actually sleep in my bed tonight. Ugh. As much as I said I'm gonna do the sea lanterns next. I think I'm gonna place down these wood logs and then probably end off for the night because I'm getting a little bit tired. I think if Minecraft, because like a lot of the times Minecraft does does like the mob vote and stuff. I feel like what Mojang should do to get like player feedback is do like a survey of what people want, you know, like or what people do, like ask questions of like what kind of mods do you use and like would you like to see anything implemented of like something similar to this or like what kind of what kind of changes do you want to add? Yeah, we're gonna need those sea lanterns sooner or later. I think this might be one of those things where I just let these blocks lie where they land and maybe go pick them up another day. We have enough tough picked out for us. I think we should be fine. I honestly don't even know if we have enough for all, like, to go all the way here. We should clear out the walkway anyways, or the spots anyways, but okay, hopefully I counted all that correctly. Let's collect as much as we can. I don't need these eggs. Are you mad at me? Yeah, buddy, back up. Back up, buddy. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna go drop these blocks off in the shulker. We have all the shulkers. JK, we don't have all the shulkers. Shulker's full. Gosh dang it. There might be a world where I want to make the gray terracotta in line with these, you know? So we'd either, like, cut this out or put them back. Something I would love... Yeah. I knew that we would be off. Something that I love that, I would love in Minecraft, because I'm a visual learner, I'd love to be able to, like, do pixel art drawings in the book and quill. Because I would totally, like, draw a diagram of, like, how I build this, you know? Alright. Before we end off, I'm going to remake an ender chest. I'm just going to look around real quick, though, because I might have left it somewhere. I might have put it down and just left it somewhere, but it's more than likely that I broke it and just never picked it up or somehow slipped it into another thing. Or into another shulker, but I'm going to go make one. They're pretty simple to make right now. And then we'll head out for the night. So I appreciate you guys all sticking around. I would appreciate you even more if you would stay around for the raid. We're going to raid out to someone probably. And if you guys would just stick around for the raid, it would make someone's day. And I would... Oh, there it is. I would highly appreciate it. Because... Oh, there's my elytra box. Jesus, I need to keep track of my stuff. But yeah, I'd appreciate you guys sticking around for the raid. We're going to go see who's online. And then we will raid out. Oh yeah, Ayumi's doing special event birthday-a-thon right now. I might raid Ayumi if you guys would stick around for that. But I also want to just double check just in case there's people out that I'm just like, I need to raid this person, you know? Yeah, we'll raid Ayumi. And if you guys would stick around for Ayumi, it's Ayumi's birthday-a-thon. She's a sweet VTuber playing Uno right now. I may end up doing something with her at some point during this as well. I don't know, though. I would love to. But we'll see how it goes. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys on Monday, which is tomorrow, on YouTube. So if you guys want to hang out for YouTube, we'll probably be doing some Pokemon Heart Gold. Have a good rest of your night, and I hope you guys sleep well. Bye. Matane. Bye-bye.
Take my deck, please. No! Take my deck, please!